Magpaalamay siya, walang magpapagandap siya.
So hi everyone, I'm Bruce Lich De Pedro and I'm going to discuss the regulatory sign for highways. So first, I'm going to discuss the signs only for the regulatory. So the next one is I will discuss also the application and its location of each sign. So what is regulatory? It is the signs that inform road users of traffic laws and regulations, which, if disig- disig- disregarded, will constitute an offense. So first we have a priority sign. So in priority signs, we have three signs. So first is stop signs. Syempre, we notice this always sa sa gilid ng highway. So dapat pag na-notice mo daw ito or nabasa mo itong sign nito as a driver, um, no parking daw within 6 meters from this sign. So stop sign driver must stop at designated stop lane, no parking within 6 meters like what I said earlier. So the next one is a give way. Give way is a yell to the vehicles on the right side of intersection. Third one is left turn must give way. Left turn must give ways. The next one for regulatory sign is direction signs. So in this direction sign, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So what's the direction sign? First, so these signs indicate the only direction or directions in which the motorist is obliged to follow. So if you notice here on the top of the signs, we have a vehicle way pass either side. So dalawa siya nakabikaka na arrow. Next one is no turns, one way, keep right, all traffic, emerging traffic, two ways, sa lubong na trapiko, right lane must turn right, left lane must turn right or left. So the next is prohibitive perspective signs. So we have a lot here. We have a lot of signs here if you notice. So what is our respective signs? These signs indicate the only direction or directions in which the motorist obliged to follow. So first is here, no entry for all vehicles. Pag sinabing no entry, hindi tayo pwede doon papasok. The next is no cars. Bawal daw ang cars. Possible na mababasa mo ito sa mga subdivisions. No jeepneys, no buses, no trucks. Itong no trucks naman makikita ko siya minsan sa mga bridges na yung capacity ng bigat ay hindi makakaya. No bicycles, ito sa mga expressway. At saka yung no motorcycles, no tricycles, no vehicles with trailer, no animal drawn vehicles, no push cart. That's for respective signs. So the next one is for the respective signs also, no pedestrian crossing. So bawal daw ang pedestrians are not allowed to cross the road. If you notice here, use overpass or use PED fencing. Pedestrians must use an overpass or pedestrian crossing. So use overpass daw. May mga overpass if you notice. May mga overpass doon daw. Use PED fencing. Bawal tumawid gamitin daw ang overpass. So syempre kapag may overpass na sa taas, hindi ka na pwede dadaan sa baba ng overpass kasi possible na nakakabado yun sa part ng mga driver. The next one is no right turn or no left turn. So for these signs, the vehicles are not allowed to turn left or turn right. So may mga U-turn, mga ganun din ang next pala mga U-turn. If you notice sa mga sa harap ng UM na walang U-turn sa unahan pa konti. For this ibawal mag turn sa left or to right sa mga drivers. So no U-turn. Ito rin sinabi ko kanina na vehicles are not allowed to make a U-turn. Yung pabalik. No overtaking zone. So bawal mag-overtake. Possible kasi na yung mga bawal maglusot-lusot kasi yan din one of the reason bakit nadidisgrasya ang mga vehicles natin sa highways. The next one is speed limit sign. So maximum speed restrictions. So ito na yung maximum speed restriction here in the Philippines. So possible na 60 to 80 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour. The next one is end of speed restriction. End of 60 60 km per hour. So for this 40 minimum speed restriction, hindi kada pwede din na na ang minimum ng speed restriction mo is 40. So for the regulatory signs also, we have a parking and stopping signs. So no parking, if you notice this one sa mga malls na or kaya sa mga harap na mga store na hindi sila nagpa-park kasi pag may-ari nila yon. So no parking, tow away zone. So park vehicle will be towed. So ito na. Kadalasan ito nangyayari sa mga highways dito sa Maynila kasi nandito ako sa Calamba, Laguna. So possible na to ang sasakyan mo if nagpark ka sa maling parkingan. The next one is no parking anytime from Monday to Friday. So ano to? Pwede ka mag-park pag Sabado, Linggo lang. Charot. No parking anytime from Monday to Friday. Yes, possible kasi may mga buildings na open sila Monday to Friday. So mga working days, diba na? So kapag non-working days siguro pwede ka mag-parking pag Sabado, Linggo. Then no stopping or parking anytime within the yellow box. So may mga yellow box kasi na may naka-X. Meron din, if you notice naman kasi na yung yellow box for emergency cases lang, for example may mga vehicles na pampasahero. So possible na doon kayo sa yellow box talaga bababa or mag-stop na muna bago para ibabang pasahero. Meron din mga yellow box na bawal talagang parkingan or no stopping. So right turn cross a broken lines. So for these signs, so the vehicles from the left lane may cross the broken into the turn right within the bus or PUJ zone. So ang nakasign din is right turner cross at broken lines. So meron tayo dito tatlo sa baba na no parking allowed in the following zone. Yan, i-zoom in ko. Bus stop. So dito, bus stop. So bus PUJ stop. So the stop zone. So ang isa naman PUJ stop zone yung ng mga vehicles na like mga pang pasaherong jeep. Regulatory has also a parking and stopping signs na ito isang continuous ng number 5 ng previous natin na diniscuss. So 1 hour meter parking, i-zoom in natin para mas malala natin mabasa. 1 hour meeting parking 3 AM 8:30 AM to 5:30 PM Monday, Friday, and 8:30 AM to 12:30 PM Saturday. So allowable parking in zone at the given time and place. So ito naman siya pag green kasi, so possible na pwede kang makapag-park pero naka-indicate dito sa signs na 8:30 AM to 5:30 AM sa Friday. Then sa Saturday, Monday to Friday. Then sa Saturday naman is 8:30 AM to 12:30 PM kasi half day. So usually nakikita ko ito sa mga sa Cebuana dito sa amin kasi ay Cebuana or Palawan, I guess RD, hindi ko alam, basta may mga bilihan siya nagpadala ako before sa Davao kasi ang working days nila sa Monday to Friday is 8:30 AM to 5:30 PM. Yan ang mga allowable parking for the vehicles. So may 2P. Ito namang 2P is 9 AM to 5:30 p.m. So mga Monday to Friday na naman, loading zone is same, loading and unloading zone. So these signs are allowable parking and loading zone at a given time and place. So here na naman is no parking fire hydrant, no parking on a fire hydrant within 4 meters. Wag syempre yung ito kasi if you notice this, yan sa mga gilid ng highways, no parking for hydrant within 4 meters. So bawal ka mag-parking if ma-notice mo na sa driver doon sa gilid ng highway 4 meters apart. So no waiting anytime. Yung minsan kasi pag may mga emergency tayo na pinapahintay natin ang for example ang vehicle natin, stop muna natin for the meantime here para magbili ng ito ganyan for emergency. So ito na yung nakalagay na no waiting anytime, no waiting. Ito rin, meron siyang naka-indicate dito yung date and time na pwede kayong mag-park. Bawal maghintay ng anumang oras. So no parking, no stopping anytime, no loading and unloading anytime. Bawal masakay at magbaba dito sa zone na ito. The next one is the miscellaneous signs and the dimension restriction signs. So ito na. No entry for vehicles with more 2 meters width. So hindi ka pwede, if you notice niya ang masasakyan mo is 2 meters ang width niya, bawal kang pumasok. Or no entry for vehicles within 3.5 meters in height. So yung sa taas na naman, if you notice yung arrow dito sa gilid, it's represent the width and it represent for height. Nasa baba at siya sa kataas. Tapos ito sa gilid-gilid yan siya. Ibig sabihin pag sa gilid siya, ang ibig sabihin niyan is width. Pero pag sinabi sa baba at saka sa taas ng arrow, yun siya yung height na pinapahiwatig ng ng sign. So no entry for vehicles with more than 10 meters in length. No entry for vehicles with cross vehicles, no past 5. Yan ang mga signs. Miscellaneous sa mga tao na naman, miscellaneous signs, be aware for pedestrian crossing. Aware sa mga pedestrian crossing daw, yung mga nakita nyo yung pedestrian, if you notice, when we say pedestrian, yung mga taong naglalakad. So, be aware of children crossing, bike lane ahead, be aware of persons with disability crossing. So, ito yung signs na ito para sa mga drivers na ina-aware. So, the next one here, the next one is I'm going to discuss the purpose and application, location of the regulatory signs, classification, sizes and signs here. So first is for the regulatory signs type R. So general, the signs in this chapter are those which require driver's compliance. Regulatory signs indicate the application of legal or statutory requirements, e.g., so obligation to give way at the intersection, speed limits, prohibition of movements in intersections, and control of parking of vehicles. So regulatory signs in devices not included in this chapter are as follows. Regulatory signs application exclusively to expressways. See section, makikita natin siya sa section 5. So regulatory pavement markings, traffic controls, signals. These are other type of R signs which also give traffic instruction and are called special traffic instruction sign. These signs inform or warn motorists of the obligation of to obey the traffic rules. These signs is included in chapter 6. So purpose and application of the regulatory signs. So the purpose of this and application of these regulatory signs, most regulatory signs are rectangular in shape. Yes. mapansin nyo kanina sa mga signs, rectangular ang shape nila with either red or black legend on a generally white background. Why is red or black legend on a generally white background? White background para mas madaling mabasa at saka red or white para mas madali siyang maka-attract sa mga drivers. Ang color na kasi yon. So, give way, triangular. When we say, if na-notice nyo kanina sa signs ko na give way, naka-triangle siya. Yun talaga dapat ang shape ng for the sign of give way sa regulatory. Ang stop naman, nakita if you notice nyo ay naka-octagonal. In some manually operated banner used in roadworks, regulatory signs should be erected only with approval of the Secretary of the DPWH or delegated authority on a national road and their intersecting road or local government authority having the necessary jurisdiction, and shall be removed promptly if the legal requirements of the signs become inconsistent with prevailing conditions. Including in the classification are those signs that indicates the removal of the legal restriction imposed by a preceding regulatory signs. An example is the speed redirection signs. So R42, R422. Regulation may apply the considerable length of road and repeating signs may be required. However, unnecessary signs should be avoided if the situation can be adequately catered for by the basic traffic rules. So for the location, no traffic rules can be applied to exact location of regulatory sign as their position varies with the purpose of the signs. Okay? The purpose of design. Most regulatory signs are usually located on the right side of the carriage way to face the approaching traffic. Yes, para ma-face ang approaching traffic. Approaching traffic as close as possible to the position where regulatory action is required. So, on a wide carriageway with median island, these signs may be erected on the both sides of the carriageway to ensure visibility. To keep right or to keep left signs are installed where a physical obstruction exists. So, doon siya naka-install talaga sa mga physical obstruction exists. A traffic island in a channelized intersections and on the median island at the start of the divided road. The regulatory pedestrian crossing or a circular signs with fluorescent yellow-green background sign is located at or in the vicinity of the authorized mark crossing. So this is doon siya sa may zebras. Para siyang zebras na yung color white na parang pag nakikita mo kasi yon, pwede kang tumawid doon if may stoplight, if walang stoplight. Pero pag may stoplight kasi, hindi ka pwedeng magtawid ng basta-basta. Possible na mabangga ka. Kasi syempre, pag na-notice mo na yun, pag nakita mo na sa ilaw, yung parang naka-white or green na tao na naglalakad, pwede ka nang pumasok. Pero pag naka-red pa yon, tapos parang may naka-slant doon, yun. Bawal kang tumawid kapag red. Classification regulatory sign. So this is the classification for the regulatory sign. The next page. The signs and use of each this classification are described in the section referred to above. These are generally size A for urban, low size B for rural roads with speed of 60 to 70 km per hour, size C for the speed high rural highways, multi-lane urban roads, size D for the expressway. Here. So this is for the classification of a stop. Stop is a use for ensure caution before entering an intersection and shall be used where a complete stop is required by a law of safety. It is intended for ensure that drivers have sufficient time in which to assess the degree of hazard prevailing before entering an intersection. So here, requirements for installation of the sign stop. The following is description of a sign, distance required for determining whether a stop sign should be installed. So a stop sign should be used when, for middle road traffic, the distance y is either direction along the major or uncontrolled road as shown as figure 2.1 is less than the distance given for the responding major road in speed. Yan, if you notice, yan. Major road, edge of the throw lane. No permanent sign obstruction dito na side. Here is the Y. Major road ito. Itong Y. No permanent signs. Mirror road. Ito yung sinasabing mirror road kanina. Yan. Major road, kilometer per hour, see notes. Yan. Hindi ko na siya ma-discuss. Parang wala na akong oras. Yan. Then notes. These are the notes for the stop. Separating line. Check to the right. Check to the right is not required. Whether possible is limited. The posted speed limit. Where the mirror road. Yan. When checking the safety, black general reflection. So give signs table here for the sizes. Sign number R1 2A, the size is the 600 mm. For the 2B naman is 750 mm. Then 2C is 400 mm. Is for the give way signs used at locations where safe and efficient traffic control required to give way to the right rule to be modified, or this is need to resolve uncertain as to which traffic street is give. Yan. Sa R1, ito naman ang R12. Sa R12, it may be used for the controlled traffic locations such as channelized intersection, median opening on the divided roads, at the roundabout, and at one end in short section of one lane road, including one lane bridges at a similar situation. Here's for the gateway. Signs should be erected on the both sides facing approaching traffic except on unsealed roads. It should be supplemented by transverse holding lines to indicate the safe holding position in the side street. Yan. Pag sinabing gateway, yung giveaway na sign doon is pwede kang mag-giveaway ka para maka-overtake yung mga nag-emergencies, like for example ambulance, o may mga emergency na kotse na kailangan magmadali may madaling puntahan kaya nagbubisina sila ng it shall be rectangular in shape and not less than rectangular shape siya but not less than 340 mm to 340 mm by 900 mm in size with long axis vertical. Syempre, kailangan din talaga meron minimum size sa ating mga signs para mas malaman natin o makita natin, mas manotice natin agad kung nang malayo pa tayo, diba? Kasi naman masyadong maliit na, mamaya ma-break na tayo doon. Left turn must give way. So the left turn must give way sign should be rectangular in shape and not less than 500 mm and 750 mm in size with a long axis vertical. So mas maliit siya kaysa sa mas maliit siya kaysa sa doon sa giveaway. Sa giveaway background reflectorized background in black letter and borders. So syempre for the signs here, the size is sa R1 to 3 500 to 750 mm. So that the turner is 80 dm and other and 80. And the size is used as a signalized intersection where left turn movement is allowed in gaps are spacing. This sign is to enforce the rules that the left turner must always give way to through movements, even though it is permitted to filler. So the next is direction signs. Here is the direction signs to be allowed. This type. So, ang shape naman ito ng sign ito is this type. Yan, if you notice, circle siya. Sige. So, for the table is direction sign, this type is R2 to R1A, R2 to 7A, size mm niya is 450 mm, and so on so forth. Yan. R1, arrows. Ito yung two ways, two-way. Ito, turn to the left, merge traffic merge, one way. Yan. If you remember yung first na nag-discuss. Plate type. Black legend reflectorized white background on plate reflectorized blue. Yan siya, plate type. Yan, blue background, tapos yung reflectorized white arrows, yung mga arrows niya is white. Yan is, here is the table, direction sign sa plate type. Yan, these signs indicate the only direction in which the motorist is obliged to follow. Yan siya, yung no turns pala, sorry. One way ito. Keep right, all traffic. Ito ang merging traffic. Tama yung merging traffic ko kanina. One direction signs, two way. Here is for the two way. Sa lubong na trapiko. Na ito yung yung two ways na pwedeng papunta at dito rin ang pabalik. So two-way signs shall be used as follows. Yan. Two-way signs should be placed along the road on the departure side of every intersection along the two-way road. Left lane must turn left and right lane must turn right. Yan. Ito yung table niya. For the lines 1 and 2, 100 EM, 140 EM. Right lane must turn, right left must turn. Yan. These signs are used alongside a marked lane which is reserved exclusively for vehicles turning left or turning right. At the next intersection, the sign may be used alone or in conjunction with arrows or words marked on the surface lane area. Yan. Prohibitive or respective signs or R3, no entry for all vehicles. Yan. If you notice, pag ma-notice nyo na ito parang negative signs na naka-background siya ng red, then yung sulat niya is white, tapos ganito ang sign, kahit natanggal na ito, kung memorize nyo lang talaga yung mga signs niya, yan, alam mo na talaga agad na no entry. This sign shall be used at the termination of a one-way carriage way to prohibit access of all vehicles from the wrong direction. Yan. Kasi may mga one-way lang. For example, dito sa may parking area ng SM dito sa Laguna. Dito kasi mas mauna mong madaanan yung labasan ng parking area kaysa sa pasukan. So nakalagay doon sa labasan ng parking area na no entry. So possible na doon sa kabila ang pasukanan. There are the tables. So yan, reflectorized red border and bar. So naka white background siya in black symbols. Here is the signs. Yan. Na-discuss ko na yung kanina yung mga signs na yan. Pedestrian prohibition signs, the no pedestrian crossing signs. So, can be used in a conjunction with a supplementary plate in the special instruction sign series such as use overpass. So, pag may mga sa baba kasi for example may mga pedestrian, then may overpass, mas prefer na gamitin ng overpass kasi mas safe siya para sa mga pedestrian. So, when we say pedestrian, like what I said earlier, it is the person who passing by. Like for example, ang pedestrian kasi is yung mga tao. Yun yung meaning ng pedestrian. Kaya tinawag siyang pedestrian yung mga taong naglalakad. So, use overpass. So, ito. Use overpass ito. Use fencing. Bawal tumawid gamitin ang overpass. Yan. Sa Filipino. This is a Filipino word. Yan. As a alternative to R3 10H1 exclusively for prohibiting pedestrian from the crossing a particular road. Yan, here, these are the table. Naka-turning prohibits, turning prohibited is reflectorized red border and bar, reflectorized white background. Yan siya. Yan yung table niya. Yeah, no right turn, no left turn. Signs shall be used intersection where vehicles are forbidden to make a turn to the right or left, respectively. No U-turn. Signs should be used where the vehicles are prohibited to make a turn or reserved for the direction of travel. Separate places bearing message as for PUJS or PUB or for struck, and others can be used for the supplement for the message intended. Such plates will be white reflectorized background with a black legend. Yan, black legend. This is the table for prohibiting overtaking. Here. The overtaking signs may be used to supplement for the double yellow lane marking and providing overtaking in no overtaking zone. It may be used for the controlled traffic pavement on a narrow bridges and short reflection for one lane carriage way for having a wide between scrub or vertical. So here is bawal lumusot. So bawal ito mag-overtake if mga signs na ganito. If possible na naka red and black siya na legend and white background. Yan. Numerals. Black numerals siya. Ito ang tables niya. You can post my video here if you want to yan, table. Ang end na naman ng 60 kilometers. Yan. At saka ang R42. And reflectorized blue background, reflectorized white numeral and legend. Yan, this top. Ang this size niya ito. This size nito is 900 mm diameter. Numeral size is 320 dm ang numbers niya. The minimum speed restriction sign is used exclusively on suitable sections of expressway only. Parking sign, no parking sign. This is the table here. Zoom in na ako. Zoom out na ako. The wording required of parking control signs will be depend on the application traffic laws and regulatory. So yan ang parking sign. No parking signs is black letter P, reflectorized red annual symbols in bar, reflectorized red legend and red arrow. Yan. Parang nasubrahan ako sa report ko ka-bright na ako. Bye, thanks and God bless. Hindi ako marunong mag-edit, ma'am, sorry.